to another edition of Nikki B and Friends, aka the Patty Gang. What up, gang?
Gang. What's going on?
Gang. What's going on, everybody?
This fool.
Nothing to it but to do it.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Nothing to it.
No, that's right. But to do it.
All right, what's up? What y'all on? What's been going on?
Slow motion right now for me. I'm getting ready to go to Vegas tomorrow.
All right.
Oh, shit. Who you going with?
Get it in. The wifey. The wifey.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Much needed vacation out here.
I hear that.
Are you a gambler?
Nah, not for real.
Oh, okay.
I might try my hand at something though. Who knows?
Okay. E, how your tuck shopping and stuff going? You still on your wedding stuff?
Yeah, everything's going good. We do the final, I guess, accessories and stuff this Friday. And then everybody will be sent the link so that they can go and get their fitness and everything.
Nice. What's your colors?
Black and rose gold.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
What's going on, Shan?
Nothing. Just moved into my little place and I'm enjoying it. That's pretty much it though.
It didn't look little on them pictures that you put on Facebook.
Well, just a little for until I get some more of my stuff in here. It's just me.
Okay.
Well, congratulations again.
Yeah, congratulations on the new spot.
Thanks.
That's what's up.
Nikki, what about you?
And my head is hurting. So I was pulling in my driveway today and I ended up I bagged in and I scratched my car. When I tell you I'm so mad about it.
Dang.
Well, if it ain't super bad, they got that stuff at AutoZone that you can put on it and it look good as new.
No, I'm gonna go to a auto repair place.
You big money.
You said what?
That's big money.
I mean, I want it done right. I mean, it's like it hit metal, so it's a nice deep scratch. I can't get rid of it, so I'm gonna go wash it so I can see exactly how bad this. Because I did do because you could do the mystery eraser for them little minor little scratches. You could do the mystery eraser and it'll erase it right out. But so I did that, but no, this because I think it hit that metal is deeper than that, so I may have to take it to an auto body shop.
Was you being petty when you scraped the car out?
Oh my God!
No, I was not. That's the thing. Okay. I'm mad about that. So it got my whole head hurt.
Oh.
So besides that, it's Wednesday and it really should be this work. We've been crazy, so it really technically should be Friday. It's been a long ass week for me.
Hump day.
Two more days. You got 2 more days for this show.
Hump day. Wear a condom. But it's over now.
Pretty much. I
ain't never heard hump day.
We didn't got over hump day, so.
Yeah, wear a condom. It's hump day. Wear a condom.
Protect yourself.
I can't with this guy, man.
Protect yourself.
Okay, so then he just gave a whole nother meaning to the Wednesday. Hump day. He done made it. Supposed to be the middle of the week. You getting over the hump. You almost done, and now he done made it into something else.
Right.
I mean, but that's been kind of exchangeable. People been doing that stupid stuff for a minute.
Oh, okay. Dang, she just called your whole thing
got
stupid.
A hump on hump day?
Well, I am stupid at times. It's all good.
I mean, some people do hump on hump day, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would like to. Hump. I would love to.
And other people just relax in their water garden.
Yes, they do.
Right, that part.
Bougie people be in their rose garden tub, you know.
That's what you gotta know.
Mm.
Okay.
That's too fancy for me. I just have a tub. I don't know.
But I tell you, my whole body can fit. I mean, wide and long. I'm good. This is a nice place to be right now.
Good. So I did go to our sponsor last week. I did go to the Ambrosia Theater this week, and for the comedy show, and actually really nice. So they had, they have to do the social distancing. So I guess it's set up how it used to then be set up. So they got to set up tables, and then it's like 2 to a table, but they spread it out.
Okay.
So it was full capacity, but they ended up making it. They used to do 2 shows. Now they're doing 3 because so everybody could get a chance to get in. So it was a guy on there. Wait a minute, because he liking all my pictures on Instagram.
So we gotta wait while he like your pictures.
No, because I was gonna say who the comedian was, the real Martini. He was real funny too, from the deep. He was really funny.
Okay.
I shouldn't even throw in the part about liking my pictures because that don't even have nothing to do with it. But
I want to know who you went with.
Yeah, everybody do. And you ain't the only one asking that question.
Dang, see how she dodged that question?
Like the Matrix.
Man, I love it.
Okay, then.
I thought
I was gonna catch her slipping, and she'd be like, Trayvon.
Me and DeMarcus.
You would never do that. Trust and believe.
Stay ready.
Right. I'm on my stuff about that. About my private life. Where people feel like they know me, but then they really don't. I'm a mystery.
Yeah. You said a mistress?
Oh, wow.
Mystery.
This is exactly why people don't get paid on the show. You know what I mean? For real, dude. Did you just say, I said a mystery, and you said a mistress? Is that really? No, we don't do that. We don't do that home. You probably wish, but no, we don't. Trying to feel me out. No, we good.
Wrong again.
Hey, but we go back like tricycles. So it's
I know we do.
Mm-hmm. So what we talking about today? Who we talking about?
We are talking about, we had on our list online dating / catfishing. So,
yeah.
Has anybody ever did online dating before?
I have.
Yeah, I have.
I was just about to say, has anyone made a profile?
Yeah, I had a
You freezing up.
I'm not finna give them no shout out because they ain't pay me. But
oh no, you ain't gotta shout them out.
No,
we ain't gonna shout them out.
Did you meet your wife there on there?
No, I didn't actually. Actually, I met her. Yeah, that's all.
We don't need to know that. We just we talking about online dating. So that was that question.
Definitely sounded like that story was gonna be a little
exactly a long story. No, we ain't even going there. No, we ain't even going to how y'all met.
Once upon a time, right?
I hit her with a smooth pickup line though. I had her. I just introduced myself. We met at a Halloween party. And my mom's birthday happened to be.
See what I mean? We don't need to know your mama thing.
I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm
gonna stop. I just walked up to her. She looked like she was bored. I just walked up to her and introduced myself. I said, I just need you to know that I exist. And I walked off. Came back about half hour later with a drink for her, and the rest is history.
The magic for you.
That was it.
So Shannon, how was your online and dating experience?
I hope better than her singing.
I'm still single, so that'll tell you one thing. But
her singing, but go ahead.
I mean, I've always been the type to date more than one guy, so it's a hit and miss. It's been a couple of them.
We know
that
you
I
a player. We know that.
Right.
But I mean, I'm still single, so.
Right, one no love match. So, okay, so when me and my brother, we were gonna do it. So my sister and brother, they ended. I did my own little profile, and so then they go on there and they look at it, and then they like never, like what are you doing? Like, because my profile was just like, you gotta have this and this. Don't hit me if right. It wasn't long. It was just saying, this is what I want. I was like, I work all day. If you can't make decisions, I make decisions all day. If you can't make no decisions, then don't even hit me up. And then I said, and don't hit my button. If you send me a message just talking about hi, I'm not gonna reply back. I need you to build a conversation. So don't hit me with no hi. How you doing? I'm not replying back to none of those. So, that's about 50%. That's 70, 80% of the people. Hey, how you doing? Like, I don't have time for that. Like, say what you need to say. Introduce yourself. Give me some information to see if I even want to continue the conversation.
One dude hit me.
Right.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, you got to bring something to it, and then I don't like it. And then let me say this, because me and my brother, we call ourselves gonna do it at the same time. So needless to say, I was on there only for a little while because I'm just like, I don't have time for this stupid mess, because there was so many messages, and then people wasn't following my rules that I put to send me a message. So I ended up like, no, it ain't worth it. But I will say that the women on there are so thirsty, it was crazy, because I couldn't believe all of the women pictures. Like my brother, like everybody on there was having half naked pictures of themselves. And I'm like,
oh
really?
my God. How old are women?
For sure. Older
than me, because my brother 5 years older than me. So it's just like,
oh my God.
What are y'all doing? Trying to lay on the couch and have your fat legs open. What?
Oh my God.
Grandkids wanting to grill cheese, and you in here talking about take a picture of grandma so you can post it. Trying to meet somebody.
Right.
That picture she sends you in your inbox, where one picture she got her teeth in, and then the other picture she forgot to put her teeth in. I got one of them before. I'm like, you know what?
Well, at least she was being honest to say that she had false teeth, and you wasn't surprised.
I might want the one without the teeth. That
that's a good one.
In the words of the great Mike Epps, it's your booty, it ain't your beauty. I'm telling you, I couldn't do it. I had to swipe left on that one. Like,
I'm gonna get some polydent for her.
So did you make your profile you've been on?
I've never done a dating site before.
Okay.
No, I've never done it.
So do anybody know anybody who met somebody on, like, I do know somebody. I know probably about 3 people who went online, met somebody, got married. They divorced now, but they did make it to marriage.
I was gonna say nobody I know who's ever tried it has been in a relationship with anyone they met.
No, actually, my nephew, he lives in Alabama though. He met his wife on I forget what website he told me though, but yeah, they met online, and I mean, she died a couple years ago, but their birthdays was on the same day, and they was I know they was married like 14, 15 years before she actually passed away. You know what I mean? It was a tragic.
Cool.
No, that's what's up.
Yeah, they was happy and all that. So I'm like, but I guess.
Oh, I'm sure you can find happiness on there.
Yeah,
some people say they do, but what's funny is that it's like, how do you even figure out like which one do you want to go on, because now it's so many, and ain't nothing
It is
worse
a
than
lot.
going on like Kristen Mingle and the dude cussing and all of that stuff. Like, dude, this
Well, yeah, right.
That's where the freaks at.
it's Christian Mingle when you trying
Shut
to
up,
see
E.
a picture of your private
for sure.
part.
For sure. You know, all the freaks was in the church.
No, I can't with them.
All the freaks was in the church. That's where they was at. They was in the club on Saturday night, and Sunday morning they at church.
The overplay for the underplay.
Right. I met one person on there that I went on a date with. And then he was a cool dude too. But he was just somebody that you would just be cool with, because I ended up like having to stop talking to him because me and him got to arguing over the damn housewives of Atlanta. I'm like,
oh man. Yeah,
why are you arguing with a guy about the housewives of it?
She met a Cinderfella and didn't know it until that episode.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened. And then he asked me, like, you watch it? I was like, yeah. And then it was like, I like Nene, but he didn't like Nene. He liked Kenya, and we got into it. And it was just like,
oh no, he liked Kenya. Automatic cancel.
Exactly.
First of all, he watched The Real Housewives.
That's period. Number one.
That's your first red flag.
Right.
Like, come on.
Of all the things to watch on Sunday night, including football.
That's the thing. It's not even that you watch it. It's the fact that you that passionate about it that you're gonna argue with somebody.
That too.
That part.
So you really watch it.
Right.
I mean, it's like one of your shows.
Cinderfella.
So Shannon, you go on a lot of dates at the same time. So did you end up going on a lot of dates?
Watching.
Yeah, I have. I've been on quite a few dates, actually.
Do you be scared?
No, because I always let somebody know where I'm going and who I'm meeting up with. I even take pictures of the guys and send it to my mama so that you know who you're looking for if something happens.
How many dates have you been on from there?
She said a whole bunch of them. Have you ever met anybody where they didn't look like they picture?
Yeah, but he ended up being cute anyway.
Were you ever catfished?
That was the catfish, because
so why use another picture?
When he got out the car, I was like, "You, Chris?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, okay. You're cute anyway, so you really didn't have to catfish me, but okay, we'll roll with it." It ended up being a really nice date.
Did he say why he did it?
I didn't ask him. He was cute anyway, so it didn't matter.
No.
So
he probably was ugly though.
He probably was married and didn't have no business on that kind of fake profile.
Well, no, we actually still talk from time to time, but
here we go.
There we go.
You know she a player. Come on now.
We still talk from time to time. He ended up being real cool.
She gotta have options.
So he ain't one of the ones that's in your top two.
No. Mm-mm.
So True, did you ever like meet somebody that you was like, yeah, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I got a couple. Well, I don't really try and stay in touch with them like that, you know, just to keep the confusion down.
I mean, before you got married and stuff, did you sleep with anybody? Did anybody ever sleep with anybody that they met on the dating thing?
I did.
No, I know.
Yeah, that was the whole goal of going out on the date.
Oh my God.
The fuck?
Oh,
no, I never slept with anybody I met online.
But what would we expect? Because this is the same dude who went to the hoarder's house and
not from a. So I've never done it.
And laid on top of dead animals.
Hey, I went to the hoarder's house and cleaned up. You understand me? No trip. For sure. That was amazing.
I can't even eat before the show no more because he's making me nauseous. So wait a minute. Your whole point of going on a dating website was to sleep with people?
Yeah, at the time.
Did you say that though? Did they know that?
A good majority of them, yeah.
Are you regularly getting tested?
I'm as clean as the borders have.
I'm just saying, cause sheesh.
But that's that's what I'm saying. That's when I was wild, like, yeah, just living, like, I was in a very date friendly area of the country, Los Angeles, and I'm like, I wasn't trying to be hitched, and there's a lot of beautiful women out there.
You said you were in Los Angeles?
Yeah, when I was doing all my online dating, and then the city is so big, so it's like, you could have somebody that live in the same city, Hawthorne or something, they'd never run into each other. Like, that was amazing.
So did you take them on nice dates?
Yeah. A lot of free dates. It's a lot of, a lot of walking on the beach.
What?
I must have walked
free dates and
coast to coast. But a lot of them, that they profiles, they say, I like long walks on the beach. I'm like, that don't cost nothing. You know what I mean?
That's free 99.
Like, I used to run track in high school. Like, we can walk all night. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
But yeah, but no, I try and give them what they want, but I still stay, within my financial means. But most of the time, yeah, we just trying to have sex at the end of the night, or at least
So you wasn't flying nobody out?
3 days. That only happened once. You know what I mean?
Wow. Okay, tell us.
Did any of the women offer to pay for you? Because one of the things that would happen to my brother that I was surprised at is how many women would be offering to
plane tickets,
pay for everything and taking him on dates and stuff.
Yeah. I got treated.
Really?
Especially if if I paid for the first date, she had a good time or something, she would offer at least to buy the drinks or, something like that. Like, just to show their push. A lot of them had it like that.
So what?
And they when they see a good dude, they trying to keep you. Exactly. I'm a good catch. You better knock it off.
So Nikki B said, you.
They didn't get to know that part yet.
Hey.
Okay.
Tall, dark, and handsome. Yeah.
You ain't dark.
With no felony. I ain't got no felonies and all my teeth. How about that?
Yeah. What an accomplishment.
Right.
So for me, I never did the dating profile. I have linked up with like females that I met on social media though.
That's exactly what I was about to bring up, so I'm glad you went there with the social media about like how many people have met people on social media. So so it do or hitting somebody.
Mm-hmm. So that's how me and my fiance met. We met through social media.
Who hit who in the DM first?
Yeah, the truth.
I am. I'm gonna tell the truth. I think she hit me in the DMs first.
What she said?
So I had posted some sexual questions on the timeline.
You stealing my questions too?
No, these were very sexual questions.
Okay, go ahead.
And so she's very conservative because of her job, so she doesn't put a lot of stuff like that on the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
And so she DM'd me and she was like, "Hey, would it be a problem if I answered those questions in your DMs?" It went from there.
Okay, how long did it take before y'all went on a date?
We started talking maybe July of 2017. Mm-hmm. I think we went on our first date in October.
Okay, so it's a few months. All right, mm-hmm. Y'all was kikiing and all of that.
Yeah.
Okay. And up late night.
Well, that works. Yeah. So I get a lot of people in my
inbox. Your DMs.
Yeah. Some people I reply back to, some people I don't.
Right. Yeah, I feel you.
Hey, but before I was Mr. Sender DM.
You?
Oh man.
I'm surprised at how many people hit you like that. You know what I mean? I mean, It's nice. Like I got somebody who a good morning, and I'm praying for you almost every day.
Yeah, he's a stalker. Leave him alone.
Yeah, that's a stalker. No,
block him.
So somebody hit you up and say they praying for
you? Right.
Every day?
Block him.
I mean,
nah.
what he left out was he behind that tree out there outside
God, that is
outside
horrible.
her house.
Y'all are horrible.
He praying that y'all can link up
now,
one day. That's what
my
for.
son said about the guy. It's a guy who now he don't do it all the time, but he sends me poetry. He'll write a poem about me.
Aww.
Yeah.
He's a whore. Block him.
He do that to a lot.
Block
he copy
him.
and paste that same poem to.
Man, you in the group text.
Yeah, you in a group DM.
Yeah, that's fishing. He fishing for real.
You know, they.
No. I want
he just take your name out and
and
replace it with another.
I want you to send me them questions. Yeah, I wanna know what them questions.
Oh my God.
I got you.
I might have to ask somebody.
They're gonna be on his page tomorrow.
Right, that's what I'm about to say. Go to E Twitter. Do you still do it,
E? Every now and then. That's not something I do on a regular basis.
Now he don't do it no more.
No, I still do it. It was just.
I want the questions that got you engaged.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, well, you married, so
right.
Why?
I might need them down the line.
Ain't that ignorant?
I'm not gonna
say that's so ignorant.
He want to keep the spice of this marriage, you know?
Never know. I want to know. I'm just saying. I'm always trying to learn new things. You know, when you stop learning,
somebody might put him up on some new game.
Right. He might. You know, I might ain't never tried it. I don't know.
I hope your wife make a fake profile and jump in your DM.
Wow.
I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna tell you right now, because she know how I think. You feel me?
Oh my God.
She know how I think. That's why I had to marry. Because I'm like, you got me figured out. I remember one time I did something. I don't know what it was. I think I stood her up accidentally the day before. And, you know, and I tried to get her the next day, and she was like, you know what? As tall as you are, she said, you ain't even tall enough to ride this ride. And closed the door on me. And, man, didn't talk to me for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
That won you over. That won you over right there.
I'm just like, okay. Yeah. Straight up backbone.
And he right, it is all about the chase. I just said that to somebody because as soon as you let your guard down and be nice to some people, they don't even appreciate it.
Nope.
Yes, I was a dog.
As much as they say that they do, they really don't. It's all about they get bored easy. ADD babies.
Yeah, I was something else. I'm a handful. And
I can only imagine.
She can control.
I was wild out here.
For real. But you know, it's crazy now though, thinking about this online dating and stuff. And I'm just like, I was actually thinking earlier today, I was you know, like I said, I was out doing a little last minute shopping. And I was just sitting around the parking lot. I had just, you know, blew a little something. But anyway, and I thought to myself, I said, man, what would these females be wearing if they couldn't wear leggings? You know? And I see it's like everybody is wearing them. They gotta wear the mask, so they like, man, I gotta put on some leggings because they can't see how I look.
You know what it is? I think because people have gotten comfortable working from home, like me, myself, because I have so many dress clothes and then having my home office, you have to, so I had to purposely go buy me some comfortable stuff. So you just comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
so I think that's might be what it is, that they work from home. So they just, as long as they ain't no them cheap leggings where you could see through them like that black rubbing off.
Yeah, you see all that. The little lip balls
you know
in
it's some of
between
them
their
wearing them.
thighs and all that. I'm just saying, it's like that's like what would y'all be wearing if y'all couldn't wear leggings though? They so popular, you know, and I'm just like, I think
I don't even wear leggings like that.
That's a form of dating too.
Wait, what?
I'm just saying. Because a lot of women
going to the store with a pair of leggings on is a form of dating.
I mean, yeah, she could be trying to snatch something up because he can't see her face.
Oh my God, he's serious though. He's serious.
Yes,
I mean, it could be.
Yes.
He's trying to make some sense out of that.
I really am.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, how you gonna meet somebody in the supermarket? He can't see your face. He can see your body though with the leggings on. Them your favorite little leggings, and you got the cute little J's on or some Hirachis or something. You know, like yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's for sure. That ain't catfishing. That's fishing.
At fish fishing. Ooh.
Yeah, for real.
Or she could just be trying to do it because I promise you, I probably get more people who try to talk to me when I'm in a rush and dressed down, like especially if I'm doing something around the house and run to Home Depot, I'm guaranteed that I'm gonna get stopped 3 times at Home Depot.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah. Brothers like grimy. Like that.
Grimy? I ain't grimy. Wait a minute. I didn't say I was grimy.
Tomboy. That tomboy. You know.
Yeah. Not afraid to get dirty.
Rough around the edges.
Don't laugh at
yeah,
that.
Boo, go fix that fuse box.
Okay, so anybody ever feel like they got catfish?
Nah, I never.
I can't say that I have.
No, I've never got catfished.
Now I know that it has been some people on like who will try to friend me on Facebook and all of that type of stuff. And then I always see like who are we mutual friends with before I accept them. And then it's like they just set up them a little profile and stuff like that. Like if it's a new profile and I don't know nobody, then I'll be like, nah. And I'll be knowing like that's a catfish.
Yeah, well, I had that happen to me, but not the guy wasn't trying to date me though. He thought I was messing around with his wife. You know what I mean? So he made a little fake. Yeah, he did. He made a little fake profile and all that. You know what I mean? But come to find out, it was the only other black guy that worked for our company. It wasn't me, bro. You had a 50-50 chance. You feel me? But yeah.
Did he get to the bottom of it? I'm just curious now. Did he?
Oh yeah, that's how we found out. You know what I mean? Yeah, because he got to the point to where like he was vandalizing people's cars and stuff. Like he was tripping. No. He was tripping. Yeah,
bro, just leave her, man.
but yeah, he had made a fake Facebook profile and was talking about he was a recruiter, and at the time, my youngest son was getting ready to go, play college basketball or whatever. So he came off like a recruiter and all that. But come to find out, he thought I was banging his old lady.
But the thing is, he was smart. He took the time to research you to see how to get to, to get conversations with you and learn more information. They still together. Right. I bet him and his wife still together, ain't they?
I don't know. I know he went to jail for malicious destruction of property, trespassing, threats, some kind of threat, something like.
You just gotta leave at some point. It's not even worth all that.
Yeah, for real.
Just leave.
But it's crazy now though for y'all people that's out here dating. I was also thinking earlier that I'm like, you now have to ask people like, were you born a man?
I knew he was going
man,
there. Oh my God.
Definitely.
And you know how many guys get offended when you be asking them if they on the down low?
I wouldn't get offended.
And it'd be like, why are you offended in this day and time? Like, to me,
why would you be offended?
That's a question that you need to ask because, like, I watched a whole show where this dude led this lady on, and then want to tell her after she didn't holler out she loved him and stuff that he bisexual. What?
Who's that?
Might get offended because they are.
He was bisexual. So
that's one of your homies?
No.
Oh.
You heard her say she was watching it. Truth really.
Oh. Well, you know the guy that ran for Florida, Andrew Gillum, I believe.
Oh,
he
yeah,
was for governor. It came out, he was told his wife he was bisexual. I said, well, yeah, that explains it. He was caught.
Well, that's what I'm about to say. After he got caught in the butt naked and with drugs and all of that stuff, he didn't have no
might as well come out.
Something.
Right, but
it was men there though.
Right, but he initially denied the fact that he had used any drugs and he wasn't homosexual. But Muggs kept asking questions like, okay, make this make sense, homie. And then he just finally just came out and was like, yeah, I like boys.
Did the lady stay with him?
As far as I know, they still married right now. Yeah. Because what she had the opportunity to tell him was she like girls, so it's okay.
But you know what's funny is, and just moving just real quick, I've asked that question before, like would you date somebody who said to you that they used to be gay? All of the dudes was like, they was cool with the girl, but all of the women was like, no. It was probably maybe one or two women who said that.
That's because men gonna try to get a threesome out of that or something. They feel like they could get her. That's why men say that's okay.
I mean, well, a man should be trying that. That should be his ultimate goal, but that's a whole nother show.
Yeah, it sure is.
But I don't know. Women are such big liars, so I had to.
Wow, that's how you
know what? That is one. I know that I can be a stickler on some things, but that one right there, I just can't imagine that. Like, I wouldn't even look at you the same. Like, no. Mm-mm.
If you found out he was gay before?
Yeah, or I would think that he still had them tendencies and like
you just really trying
to have to fight every day. Like, right. Yeah. Mm-mm. No.
Yeah, well, I know nothing about none of that.
But I do know somebody who did get catfished, and it was actually sad because she got catfished by somebody who was supposedly it was her friend. She thought it was her her friend. So almost kind of how that catfish show go. Like every now and then it'd be one of their best friends and stuff like that. But I mean, they weren't best friends, but they was cool. And so, matter of fact, social media, she asked about old boy or whatever, and the friend was like, "Oh, that's funny that you asked about him. He asked about you too, or whatever." Just a whole fake guy. Like, no, it didn't even exist. Like, and they even had her talking to somebody, so they must have had, who got time to do some shit like that?
Yeah, that's too much.
Right.
That's too much work.
Yeah, because when you think about it, like some of it be funny. Like, how did you not know? But when somebody go into those depths just to be deceitful, like that, like psychologically, you need
that's a mental
help.
illness.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need some help. Like for real, you need another hobby or something because that's not cool. That's not cool.
Because the thing is, I think that I think it's easy to say like, how could that happen or whatever. But if you've been on a dating website or even we saying like people slipping in your DMs, I guess it is possible. Because I would think like, ain't no way. But like she was saying, like I talked to this guy a few times and all of that stuff. And then they hit her with the he had got into a car accident and died.
What?
Oh, that's perfect.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That it was a whole like lie. It was just like crazy.
And
like,
yeah, they are.
Who would even do something like who would do something like that, period, but who would do something like that to somebody they know?
Yeah, that's
like you gotta be sick in the head.
You really don't care about me if you do that.
That's like wicked. You know what I mean?
Very
that's
wicked.
evil.
Yeah, nah. It's all
people
good.
that committed crimes and because of love and killed themselves behind love. So that's nothing to play with.
Right. Do you know how many shows got the title in it? Like Snap.
Mm-hmm.
What do they call it? Temporary insanity or something
Right.
like that?
Yeah.
Murder for love and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So
You
that's
can't
what
be
they
playing with
call it,
people's
but
heart.
that's what it that wasn't that.
yeah, so it was like this lady, she met this dude. Isn't this a true story? Did you guys watch the Dear John docuseries? But called Dear
What's that
John.
on?
I ain't never seen that. It's on Netflix.
I think it may be on Netflix now, but it started off, I can't remember on what channel, to be honest. But I know I watched it, but it's called Dear John. So she met him on a website. He said he was an anesthesiologist. To find out it was his ex-wife who was an anesthesiologist, which he knew a lot about it. Told her he was working at this place. I mean, met this lady with bank, but he acting like he got money too. You know what I mean? He had actually had just got out of jail because what he was known for was stealing and stalking these women. And so he ended up getting this lady. She was, I think, an interior decorator. I know she made a lot of money because she ended up buying them like a $300,000 house, and she paid cash for it. Moved him in. They got married within like a month or two, like that, something real close. And then he ended up, when she found out all the information, like one of her daughters didn't trust him and did some investigation and all of that. He had then like put something on her car to track her. He had put cameras all through the house. Now she knew he had put cameras all through the house, but she letting him. But she thinking he going to work too, all alone. But he done ripped off another lady. So this is the money he doing. But she's still spending most of the money. But to make a long story short, it was a sad story because he ended up being a drug addict. He was going to hospitals in his scrubs. So she thinking he going in to work. He going in there to steal drugs is what he was doing. He ended up being on drugs real bad. So he ended up trying to kill her daughter, and her daughter ended up killing him.
Wow. I got a question. When she moved him into their house?
No, that's what I'm saying. She didn't move them into their house. She bought them their own $300,000 house. It was a nice house too, right on the beach.
Right. So she and him got a house.
Right, but she left her daughter at her other house.
Okay, so my question is, was the cable in his name?
I can't stand him, Shannon.
No, man.
I cannot stand him. Probably wasn't nothing in his name. It was probably all in that lady name.
Why? What do the cable have to do with it?
Just, if it was in his name, he probably have, ESPN. He could have sat up and watched the game instead of doing all that extra shit. I'm just saying.
Well, that's a catfish, right? Because he acting like he's somebody he's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But everybody, I just
be
hearing people be like, how do people get catfish? Like I think I asked a question one time, and a lot of the responses was more or less like, you got to be desperate and all of that stuff. But because I knew somebody who had kind of went through it, it was like, no, like people may not think that they could, but they could if they don't. You know what I mean? Asking stuff like
it's
that.
so many things that, you know what I'm saying, in the throes of a conversation, you don't even really pay attention to. That's how they get you. But
I will say now,
she was talking to this person because they were saying, like, a lot of people were saying that, like, a lot of times when you watch these catfish people, like, people don't be seeing them. Like, on Dr. Phil, I know, like, he used to, I haven't seen it in a long time, but I know he used to would have people on there, and the people would be living in another country. They never met him and all of this stuff. Well, this is somebody she was talking to and thought she had met. You know what I mean? Before he got into that car accident and died.
But in 2021, I don't see how people get catfish nowadays.
Like, too much technology.
It's too much technology.
Chat and FaceTime.
Yeah, you can't get catfish now. You wanted to get catfish.
No, because you can't just FaceTime anybody. I ain't
Why
answering
you
this
can't?
phone.
Why you can't?
Why you can't?
They want
That's a
total
red flag.
strangers to cash app them.
You said what?
I said they want total strangers to cash app them. Why we can't video chat?
I guess maybe if I was talking to somebody, I would. But I mean, I'm saying you just can't video chat. So it's like, how long could you get away with it? Maybe not long.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So how long can you get away with not video chatting?
But it'll make it tempting to do, because you be seeing some of these shows, them people be like, they'll be like they job. They didn't like. I didn't see no.
What's the MTV show, Catfish?
Mm-hmm.
That one, yeah. But Dr. Fielding had people on his show like this man had engaged somebody, and he thinking he giving it to a one. Matter of fact, 2020 had did an investigation on the guy. A whole bunch of people had gave him some money. He was acting like he was a woman. These men was sending him so much money. I remember one guy had sent him like $400,000 or something like that at different times.
What?
Wow.
Different stuff. It was always a sad story, like his mom was in a hospital or something like that. But he's sending them pictures of this young girl, a young Caucasian girl, and there was a black dude from Africa.
That's a con.
Africans stay with a scam.
That was a straight up con right there. He wasn't looking for love. He was looking for money.
Them Africans will keep a scam going.
Right, but I don't think no catfish people be looking for love. They be looking really just to mess with people, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think some of them is like really psychopaths, because that's far from normal behavior. Just to spend all that time and energy to get somebody to like you, and it's like they like you, but it's not you, but it's you. You know what I mean? Like it's just like you make it all way more complicated than it's gotta be. And I think that's some some insanity that come with that. Like, yeah, like you crazy as hell.
Well, just from my experience dealing with it with my friend, I just feel like it was more just because she knew the person. I just thought it was more hateful. You know what I mean? Just that, like,
yeah,
that's like dirty and low down. Like, why would you want to do somebody like that? Because it's one thing if you're trying to run a scam and you asking somebody for something, so then now you're a con artist and you're trying to scam somebody. But if you just got somebody thinking they meeting somebody, then that's just like, who would be that like hateful and vindictive to be like, I'm gonna fix you up with somebody and then it's nobody. Like,
yeah, like you just preying on their vulnerabilities. You know what I mean?
That's all it is.
That's wicked.
People prey on other people's kindness and all that.
That's not cool.
Right, because you gotta be sick if you really not getting anything out of the deal. So that means your satisfaction is just the point of letting this person think they met somebody that they like.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really a nobody. Like, that don't make sense to me.
Right.
Like, you gotta be a miserable person.
The only thing, like, logically, like the cases I know of, like the person that was actually doing the catfishing, they wasn't a bad looking person, or, you know what I mean? Like, they had like a decent job, you know what I mean? And so I'm just like, well, damn.
Why was they catfishing?
Couldn't be yourself. Now, I seen one chick, though.
I think some people don't have a personality.
Called Catfish. They got a show. But I seen one show, though. This chick, I said, yeah, I don't feel bad for you, sister. Because I'm like, she looked like a silverback gorilla. And her hair looked like a half ounce of Kush nuggets. Just the finest, I'm just like, you know what? So, her, sending the guy, this little slim, little red bone pictures and all that. Like, it made sense, It made sense because, she was, I thought that, Passion. What's that chick name? Passion?
Have y'all ever seen it was one episode. Now I know that I watched this one, but it was a girl. It was actually a girl catfishing another girl, acting like she was Bow Wow.
I remember that. Yeah.
I think I remember seeing that.
Oh, wow. And that girl was for sure she was dating Bow Wow because the girl ended up sending her $10,000.
What?
Because the people was like,
listen, what you don't gotta do is send Bow Wow $10,000. That's what you don't.
No, Bow Wow was sending her.
Bow Wow was sending her money. Had sent her some gifts and then sent her $10,000. So she was for sure she was dating Bow Wow. And so the people was like, where you get that money from or whatever. And you could tell she must have been a dope dealer or something because she just like, I got it, don't worry about it. But she was just like, still trying to make her move on the girl.
Wow.
And the girl was like, I'm not gay.
Right.
All that for her to say she's not gay.
Shut up, E.
But the thing is, why are you acting like you a dude talking to a girl if you gay? You do need to know that.
Yeah.
Or you gonna surprise me? Ta-da! I'm really
a female.
Right. What? You don't do no mess like that.
But is it okay? Okay, yeah, that's the tradition. Okay, is this a form of catfishing? Just say somebody was, born a male, but now they didn't transition to a female, and they don't tell the person that they with.
Yeah, that's catfishing.
Yeah, because they expecting you to be a woman or a man.
What if they had an operation?
I think you still should share that information. To be honest, I don't know what point you should in a relationship, but that's not something you want to tell somebody on your first date. But if you see that y'all going somewhere, before you have sex, you gotta tell them that because that's
conversation would be like
people that got killed about that.
Yeah,
I be feeling some type of way about that.
I at least say have it before sex. Like before y'all do anything sexual, have that conversation.
Yeah.
No, I think after y'all give each other y'all names, y'all should go on and spit it out.
Because
I mean that's the mature thing to do.
A stud named Jennifer. Like I can't do that.
What's up, Shannon?
Right.
Come at you with the Iverson braids.
You literally have to
because the thing is, you don't know that person. Like, I guess that's just a difficult question to have. A conversation to have to me. Like, that's a private conversation.
I agree with you.
So Nikki. Just meeting somebody the first time, I would say no. But if I thought it was going somewhere, then the conversation needs to be had.
Nah,
I agree.
I agree. Anybody knowing your personal business like that?
No.
Especially if y'all ain't going nowhere.
We're gonna have this conversation right at the bus stop, waiting on the bus. Okay.
But
we're gonna get this out the way because I might not need to have no private conversation. Okay, are you at the bus stop
because that dude tore up your car? When he thought you was another.
I'm just saying, like if we happen to met at the bus stop or something, it's a female, and I think her jawline a little more defined than mine. I'm like, but if I can't catch the right light or something, I might just have to ask her, like, were you born a female? Like, you gotta ask now.
Have you asked somebody that before?
Yeah, he has. That laugh set it off. That laugh said it all.
Hey, but it was a work Christmas party though, and I had.
How many drinks?
Yeah, you blamed it on the alcohol.
Your face after you
I did blame it on the alcohol.
It wasn't a co-worker, was it?
It was like a regional company thing. So it was people from different offices. You know what I mean? And so it was just somebody from the different office. We all work for the same corporation.
How many drinks did they throw in your face after you asked them that?
And did they report you?
Oh no, it wasn't nothing like that.
Okay, so tell us how it went. How did it go down?
Well, because he had tied his little shirt up. You know what I mean? And
oh my God.
And stuff. So I asked jokingly because I'm like, everybody seemed to be so amused, and I'm like, you're like a VP, bro. Like, you know, I just wanted to know, like, was you born a female? I mean, you know, born a male. He was actually a male, but he was dancing around like a little girl. Had tied his shirt up, you know, put the little knot in it and stuff. It was for real.
Put the little knot in it. So
Yeah,
you said to him, was you born a girl?
Yeah.
And what did he say?
He was like, nice dance moves and and all that. And so I think he's actually saying something like, wouldn't you like to know, or something like that.
Oh.
I was like, no, I wouldn't.
Like, yeah. I was just like, I'll drink to that. Yeah, I'm walking away. You know? but no, seriously though, I think that's something that a conversation needs to be had immediately if you suspect anything of an Adam's apple. You know what I mean?
But so I agree with Nikki. Like, I think that's a tough discussion to have. Like, I do agree with you, Nikki.
It gotta be.
But once you do that, you can't just think of yourself. Like, you gotta. Unfortunately, you just gotta have that conversation off the bat.
Off top. Because I might not want you to have my phone number. So if I tell you that, and then you go around telling everybody, like, it's not for everybody to know.
No, right?
I ain't gonna tell nobody nothing.
That's the risk you gotta take.
They gonna want to know what you was doing there.
Right. No, I ain't gonna say nothing about you because that ain't what I want. I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay, well, yeah, we agree to disagree, and that's it. I ain't gonna hate, you know what I mean? But no, that ain't for me.
But everybody is not in the same safe spaces with people.
I get that, but you chose to live your truth as whether you want to live as a woman or a man, so you have to live with those consequences.
Right.
Why is it a consequence?
I don't have no problem with it. I mean,
I'm saying the consequence of whether I may not mess with you anymore, or whether I say anything, or like those consequences.
Yeah.
It just can't be too soon.
I mean, but it's a difficult conversation to have, though. Like, I'm not.
Okay, so I think that you should at least know, like, okay, I like this person, and then tell them, not just telling your business to anybody that you meet at the bus stop.
And then you get a bombshell dropped in your lap, though. You know, because then he sit up and tell you, well, you know, I'm really a female, and you like, you borderline talking about being in love or something. Like,
I was just about to say that. So then, Nikki, you back in that other situation.
You saying that I said if you feel like you like the person, then you tell them. I'm not saying be all where y'all spending. Now, if y'all spending a whole lot of time together and all of that, to me, some stuff should have just been in clicked already.
But you're being tricked. You know what I mean? You being tricked.
Right, but I don't think that that's a first date conversation.
I think it is a first paragraph conversation. Because we don't, if that's what you tell me, you know, you transgender or whatever, which, you know, if that's what you want to be, that's what you want to be. But that's not what I'm attracted to. My sexual preference.
That's not my preference.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So exactly. So I ain't knocking nobody else's, but we don't. There's no need to have
somebody
no conversation.
Say, can I have your number?
No.
Then they should be like, if you say to them, can I have your number? They should be like, yeah, you can have it, but just so you know, I used to be a guy.
Period. You know what? You took the words right out of my mouth. There you go.
That's how quick they should tell you.
Period.
Well, then they might as well just be wearing a shirt that say, I used to be a guy. That way, don't nobody even approach them.
Well, you know,
if they go tell anybody their personal business, then they might as well.
Well, see, I mean, what you mean? That becomes my business too. If we flirting with each other, you know what I mean?
No, when we get on the phone, I could say, okay, can I tell you something? Don't have my business out here. But you could ask for the number and never call, and I done told you my business.
But you got my number. Why you got my number? I don't want you to have my number. That's what I'm saying. I don't want you to have my number.
You know, people walk around saying, "Look who number I got."
Yeah, there's no right. This is what I'm saying. There's no need for you to have my number.
Right. Look who I spent some time with.
Yeah,
any of that. Y'all listen to his voice.
Right, have your ass all on social media with that picture.
I mean, they got the apps now though where you can, manufacture texts and stuff. Like, you can put on the text message whatever you want. Like, no, Lordy.
Oh my God.
Put your number on there and act like you.
That's catfishing too.
People be texting themselves.
Right. You know what I mean? Yes.
Oh yeah. People do that all the time.
Like they be photoshopping photographs. They can manufacture text messages.
Sure. What would be the purpose of that though?
What would be the purpose of telling somebody you
to be
one person and you a whole nother? Shit.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers are psychopaths.
Nikki, that's just not in your heart, so you'll never. You just won't understand that. That's just not the type of person you are.
Savages.
I can only see somebody doing that if they're trying to like get vengeance or be vindictive.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If you just spiteful and miserable and stuff like that, like you got to be a miserable person to just mess with somebody and be like, I'm gonna see if I could, you know what I mean? Now, but I will say that the only thing I agree with Truth on now, he's saying sex change, which means a totally different person. But if you are like a male living as a female, that does need to be said because that's how a lot of incidents been happening lately. Like, dudes find out and will kill you. Like, why are you in my car? Why didn't you tell me that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. That'd be an all bad situation.
I remember I showed a dude at work. I had pulled up a little picture, and I was like, "Look," and he was like, "Oh, she bad." Man, I said, "That's EJ Magic Johnson's son." He was so mad at me after he.
Oh my God!
EJ didn't have.
He looked like a boy.
He was so mad at me, and I'm like, well, what are you mad for? Like, I wasn't playing no joke. Just showing you EJ. I said she was mad. What you for? Like, it ain't like he approaching you and he on his way up here. Like, and it was a nice looking picture of EJ. So you ain't did nothing wrong.
Right. He mad because that's a man. Yeah, that's a man. So what did that say about you?
You said what?
So what did that say about him? You know what I mean?
Now he got EJ posters on his wall.
That said he couldn't tell the difference, and EJ would look nice. It was a nice picture of EJ. I knew he wouldn't know who it was when I saw him.
Okay, and there's no way you could have got me. Okay, there's no way.
You got to know what EJ looks like. He don't look like a.
No, EJ was done up. When I tell you EJ face was beat, like EJ looked so cute.
EJ looks just like his mama with a fat face.
I'm gonna tell you, EJ looks good, way better than. Never mind, I ain't gonna even go there on that little.
And EJ looked just like a boy too. He looked just like a boy.
I mean, he is tall.
Yeah, he is tall, but there's some tall females. I know.
He's 6'5" and be wearing 5-inch heels.
And can wear them.
Yeah,
and he ain't gonna be stumbling around like no Bambi.
Yeah, he flame on though. He be doing his thing.
Makeup be on point.
Beat to the gods.
Yeah,
that makeup be on point.
Y'all like that, don't y'all?
We just giving flowers, he be looking good.
Right. That's why they flourishing out here. Cause y'all feed.
That's what why am I directing message?
Y'all feed.
Oh my gosh. Shut up.
And y'all dating the same men.
EJ.
Y'all date the same.
That's why I ain't even comment, man.
That's so dirty and low down.
Y'all date the same.
And see, that's a whole nother thing because I think that down low is worse than catfish. because like you putting people's life, you know,
Yeah,
That's some
and
trifling
health and
shit
jeopardy
right
and
everything
stuff
there.
like
else.
that. Like that's some dirty stuff.
That's
And
definitely trifling. Like,
Yeah, I mean, just be who you are. You know what I mean?
yeah,
There's some women that's gonna be attracted to bisexual men, but bottom line, they're not being honest with themselves, so they can't be honest with their mates. You know,
right.
and you know, a lot of women go for a lot of things. I mean, you know, you done have women that have nervous breakdowns and stuff because they done walked in on their husband, you know, urinating on a prostitute, you know, R. Kelly. You know what I
Oh my
mean?
God.
You know, just crazy. And it's like you know, they've always been into that, but just never had the courage to tell their mate. You know, and I'm like, if you give her a couple beers and $100, you know, I'm sure she's gonna miss on you too. You
Oh
know,
my God.
If
but
beers get her loose, that's that.
you know, I'm
They
just
do what?
saying.
If beers get her loose, that's a whole nother. She a lightweight.
I mean, I'm just saying it'll make you urinate fast. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Whoa.
Yeah, you know.
from a
Is
professional
it time for
drinker, I
closing
guess.
comments?
Right,
You
that's
know.
what I just said. I just put that in the thing. Like, where
I
are
mean,
we with time?
no, I actually read about that happening. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, all he had to do was tell his wife he had a piss fetish. Like what?
Oh my God.
Okay, yep.
That's
Going to
what
a
it was
different
all
thing.
about.
Okay, let's reel it back on in. So it's time. I think even if it ain't time, it's time
It's time.
for us to go ahead and wind this on up and do our closing remarks. So, who would like to go first with their closing remarks?
I would. I'm just gonna say, you know, with the whole catfishing thing, you know, and just expending so much energy on, you know, pretending to be somebody else. Just, you know, be yourself. Even if the object of your affection don't go for who you are, there's somebody that's gonna appreciate you just for being sincere and genuine and honest.
Yep, that's true.
That's
That's all
true.
I got.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Genuine and honest. E.
My closing remarks, I'm just gonna say, fellas, if you got a piss fetish, just let your woman know.
Oh my God.
Just get it on
Let her
out
know.
there. Just let her know.
I was so
Let her know.
serious.
E,
That's my
really
closing
what you're
remark.
doing we talking about online dating and catfishing, and that's your closing remark. Go ahead, Shan.
Dating is quite an experience nowadays anyway, but like y'all said, if you can just be genuine and honest with a person, you know, that'll win you your best results.
And so my closing arguments is just, you know, one, be careful out here and make sure that you do your research, because you really can you know, look people up sometime and stuff like that. But with the online dating, make sure people always know where you are. But there are some success stories. So if that's the way, you know, you can go to meet somebody, if, you know, friends and family don't have nobody to fix you up with, go that, you know, and you decide to go that route. Just be safe doing it. Make sure people know where you at, and, you know, take pictures. And if you feel uncomfortable, say you're going to the bathroom and just leave. I did that on a regular date with somebody I know. Like, niggas getting on my nerves. I'll be right back.
Lord have mercy.
And got on in my car, and then end up calling back and saying, "Get your drunk tail on home, because you was getting on my nerves. I'm gone." Okay. And for the catfishing part, I would like to just say, anybody who do that just miserable. Like, don't do that. Like, that's just, it don't make sense to me, because I'm not a vindictive person like that. Like, you got to be just miserable to just have time to be acting like you somebody you not, and playing with somebody like that. Like, what are your intentions? So take a look at yourself in the mirror if you're doing that.
And then also, people don't be so quick to want somebody that you just believe in and jumping on to anything. Anybody who hit your DM, you all happy and lucky.
Thirsty.
Right. Stop acting all thirsty. Right. Yeah. So, again, so I want to remind everybody to go to Ambrosia Theater on Lake Drive, 959 Lake Drive. They'll be having a comedy show again this Saturday, 6 p.m., 8 p.m., and 10 p.m. in Grand Rapids. I think this week is going to be local artists that's going to be there. But go ahead and make sure that you check them out. And I also would like to say that for the first time, last week, Grand Rapids was in our top 5. They was number 1.
Hometown heroes. That's what's up.
All right now. They pulling up.
That's what's up.
I was like, that's the first time. Like, it's always somebody else. So they was number 1. New York, Bronx was number 2. Grand Rapids was number 1. I was like really shocked. Of course, Arlington, Virginia was on our list. They always in our top. They used to be number 1 like week after week after week. But I'm really surprised. So I don't know if it's the fact that people copying my questions or whatever. And somebody say Nikki said that, and then people asking about the show. But whatever is getting people, we appreciate you. Thanks.
Right. Right. Stop hating.
Period.
Stop hating.
We was being positive, y'all.
Okay.
I'm being positive. They stop hating.
Okay, I ain't saying nothing. I'm just like, okay, so yeah, so thank you, Grand Rapids. Don't forget about Ambrosia Theater on Lake Drive. It was really nice. 3 comedy shows this Saturday, every Saturday of the month. All right, thank you guys for listening and rocking out with us. Enjoy your evening, your online dating. Be careful, but be yourself. Don't put no old pictures up. Put new pictures up. Who you are today, not who you was 15 years ago. All right, peace.
Peace.
Grand Rapids, stand up.
What? Oh, you know what I did? I done did the whole, what's it called?